Hello, my friend. My name is David. I am with USA Homeless Crisis, and I help the homeless people, and I try to raise awareness about homelessness. And whenever I see a homeless person, I try to talk to them and provide them assistance. And I ask them, would they like to share their homeless story with me? So, how you doing, my friend?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. So, what is your name?
My name is Gerardo, like the Spanish translation of Gerald. So, if you ever known anybody with the name Gerald, they got the name Jerry for short. So I go by Jerry.
Oh, okay.
But it's Gerardo. I go by Jerry. Basically, my homeless story is pretty complex, but at the same time, it's complex in recuperational ability. Uh, I'm a victim of identity theft, and because of that, I ended up, like so many Americans who fell victim to the credit union or whatever being hacked, and I just ended up out here. I guess the process of the country trying to attain stability, trying to get people to get back on their feet or whatever, to get an active a residential number, i.e., a social security number, a new social security number, to try to recruit from that. I kind of just fell in between the gaps, and um, the systems, the pending status that was going through to try to establish a secure way to gain social security, like the number. I mean, it's made it extremely difficult for my situation, and I kind of just ended up in a sandpit, in some sandpit. It just seems like the more that I move, whatever, the deeper I go down, because the instability of the the process of the social security system as a result of that hack, the victimization that hurt the country nationwide. I mean, it crippled the house market through the credit crisis of America. I mean, it caused a lot of damage that to the individual without open eyes. To the naked eye, I mean, people didn't notice, but it affected a lot of people individualistically. I'm just one of those people who got affected by it, and unfortunately, I'm stuck in this scenario. Though I stay positive, I keep a positive mind frame. I stay pro-social. I continue to do the best I can to try to move forward. And I just got the motto and the saying that, hey, if I make 1 inch of progression a day, hey, it was a productive day. You know what I'm saying? There's really not too much you can do as far as making a plan and trying to follow up on the plan whenever the overall path to establish stability isn't set forward as a result of its recuperation and reconstruction via deconstructive assault or manner. And in that situation, it would be the hack on the credit unions. But that's pretty much my story in a nutshell. I appreciate you taking the time out, I'm saying, to just hear me out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not too many people care that much. You know what I'm saying, so I appreciate you, sir.
No, we appreciate you, and we want to raise awareness for homelessness, and identity theft is a serious thing, and it happens to millions of Americans, and we always hear about it. And now we see that it affects homeless people. When did all of this happen on your identity theft? Because we really feel for you losing your identity like that.
Let me see. I want to say, what was it, 2017? No, not 2017. 2019, I think. Yeah, no, 2021. 2021 is pretty much whenever the strike gets the credit. Because remember, we had 3 credit unions. Now we're barely getting by with 1, and that's because it accepted the what do you call it? it accepted that it wasn't as secure as it was supposed to be, and it paid and it settled out. So that settlement reimburses the federal government because the credit union is a private company, so it reimburses the federal government. And shit, that credit union, that's all we got right now as far as credit goes. The other two, I mean, they weren't in a position to accept fault, so they folded. And so yeah, about 2021.
Okay.
That's pretty much whenever out of nowhere, like the Wizard of Oz, you know what I'm saying, the government officials came and said, hey, we're taking everything in toto, you know what I'm saying, in total, you know what I'm saying, like they took everything from Dorothy and all that, including the fucking dog, Toto, you know what I'm saying.
You know, and we've heard something about that with the credit bureaus and this breach, and it's all over the internet to where a lot of people can call and dispute a lot of irregularities that's on their credit, and hopefully that could help you out. My friend, so tell me, how's this homeless journey been for you? How long totally have you been homeless?
More or less since about 2021, so
not that
approximately
long.
21, 2, 3, 4, 5, more or less about 4 years, approximately 4 years.
So how's your homeless journey been so far? You know, and I ask you this is because my viewers, we know every person's homeless journey is different, and we know people are homeless for different reasons. And so when I talk to my homeless people, I like for them to let everybody know the reality of homeless life, so they can put themselves in a homeless person's shoes, so they can actually see how it feels from coming from a homeless person, so we can actually do something about this once and for all. Because we live in the richest country in the nation, in the world, and we have a lot of money available to help for all kind of problems and issues that's in the world. And I was wanting the homeless people to be a spokesman for themselves and to tell the world how it is to be homeless. So my friend, in your words, tell us about homeless life.
I mean, there's not really too much to tell. It's more or less a hopeless, like as of right now, a hopeless situation or circumstance. You kind of just gotta keep moving. That way you feel like you're going somewhere. You gotta stay positive and just hope, have faith in God that the government officials that we put in authority and we have faith in as a result of the overall faith of the country will figure it out. It's easy to assume because the common assumption or the common fact about overall funds being there for what do you call it, recuperation, or with problems like in the city, whatever the budget. Because I voted on this not too long ago. I went to vote for the. I was pro refurbishing of the convention center. And so I mean, I wanted to look at the budget or whatever. I mean, and I noticed that the funds really ain't there. So I mean, it's just less. But we come across it like we're the richest country in the nation. But I mean, if you notice, just not too long ago, the currency exchange rate with the dollar to the peso, I mean, that was the first time in history that happened. I mean, identity theft hurt the United States to the point where, I mean, look at inflation. I don't know. It's just difficult. It's gloomy. It feels hopeless sometimes. You just gotta stay positive and try to be aware and just try to continue moving forward.
Well, while you're out here being homeless, let me ask you: is there any places that that makes you feel welcome out here? Any of the businesses or any people? How do they make you feel around here?
Well, to be honest with you, the businesses, I mean, if I go in as a customer, I mean, for the most part, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I don't really keep track. For the most part, I go in as a customer and I'll get regular customer service. However, there's times when I feel discriminated against as a result of my appearance, and you know what? I understand. However, the comprehension of my current status or situation really isn't my fault. And I know that sounds like an excuse or like I'm blaming somebody, but I mean, when you sit back and you reflect, you look at the facts, possibilities, capabilities, what can I do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not the brightest individual in the world, but you know what? I'm humble enough to accept advice or fucking, what is it called, recommendations on what I should do to get myself out of homelessness. But that's more or less how the business goes. The businesses here, they're not it's not a hospitality business where their service is to provide hospitality, and it's not like a rent home type business or whatever. So the majority of the commercial business here, I mean, it's like a food service or a produce retail service, something like that. So I mean, I don't expect to be treated like it was a hospitality business, but I mean, yeah, I don't put too much thought into it. I'm saying, because at the end of the day, I understand my appearance. I understand the way I come across. The only thing I can do is be respectful, display mannerisms the proper way, and just hope that the same hope that I get the benefit of the doubt and the same gets ricochet back onto me, you know. But there's no ill-gotten feeling or whatever to any of the businesses or business owners or any overall way that they run run the way they make a living, you know.
Okay. Well, you know, I want everybody to like and subscribe to this channel, and a super thanks to all of my listeners out there that keep supporting, fighting the homeless, and help to end homelessness. I really appreciate it, and the homeless people appreciate it too. My friend, what did you do before you was homeless? What type of work did you do?
I was a licensed forklift operator. I was working out there in Athens for Dallas manufacturing company, really just unloading tractor trailers and pulling orders, filling them up, whatever. It was a decent job, about $17.50 an hour, whatever. That's the last job I had.
And the reason why I ask is because my listeners, they always looking to help a homeless person get on his feet and offer them jobs if they have any. And I was wondering, what are your best skills you have that you could offer someone that's looking to give you employment?
I mean, as far as my skill set, I got a great customer satisfaction skills. I'm a people person, great communicator. I'm bilingual. Really, I'm trilingual, English, Spanish, and sign. I'm experiencing Word and Excel. Let's see.
Well, those are good skills to have. You mentioned earlier about voting. You said, did you vote this year? You said you voted for something earlier. What were you talking about?
Yeah, that was the local the local ballot or whatever I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the city votes for certain things that they want to invest part of the budget to, like let's say like whenever they were voting for Back to Blue, did you want to put you were voting to see if they wanted to put more funds to the police stations so they can have more stuff to police or whatever. That was all about funds. But I voted over here. I'm a registered voter, and I voted over here for the refurbishment of the convention center because that I voted pro. That brings more overall revenue to the city, and with more overall revenue to the city, well, that allows more funds to be there, more funds to be available for like programs that might be there in betterment of society. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you are politically active. That is great. A lot of people um, have no idea what homeless people actually do and what they think. Did you vote in the presidential election?
To be honest with you, it was a landslide. I mean, we knew who I mean, look how much campaigning they did. I mean, it was this administration, this liberal Democratic administration, terrible. So I mean, it was a landslide. It was automatic that the Republican nominee that the Republican nominee was going to be put in office. I mean, and plus, I'm a conservative. I'm a non-political conservative. God, family, country. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know the specific policies of each a political party, whatever. So I'm just non-political conservative. But yeah, man, I was I didn't vote. You know what I'm saying, but I don't have a problem with what everybody knew was going to be chief executive. You know what I'm saying.
I want everybody to make sure y'all subscribe and like this channel. So what would you say to the president if you had to say something on behalf of the homeless people and to see what he could do for the homeless people? You seem to be a very smart man. So if you were talking directly to the president on behalf of the homeless people, what would you suggest that he do to help solve this homeless crisis once and for all?
I really just make the employment process more open-minded. Though still, I'll give an example in a minute. More open-minded, though still along the lines of the criteria met to be eligible to work in the United States. So it's 2 forms of ID, 1 picture and 1 non. So I mean, I don't understand why I'm homeless, whatever. So it's hard for me to keep up with the lack of civility. Keeps me from being able to keep up with my critical documents. So in order to get my social security card, if I lose it, I can go to medical records, federal established facility, and get my face sheet, and it has my social security number, and utilize that as ID to get my social. And there I can get a copy of my valid ID. Why can't I get a copy of my valid ID and use my face sheet as my documents needed to gain employment? I'm within the guidelines of criteria needed to be employed in the United States of America. I mean, that would be a contributing factor to fight against homelessness. I mean, all this this hardcore policy about you gotta have a hard copy. I just said, well, you know what, I'm homeless, bro. So lack of civility. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're just making a copy, put it in your records. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just being more open-minded about that type of situation. So yeah, that's what I would recommend to the president. I'm saying, hey, is there any possibility you might be able to look into this? I know you're not gonna make it an act or nothing like that. I'm saying, but maybe like a call to your fucking public relations dude or whatever. However you got that set up, just hey, you know what? We're gonna accept that. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm pretty sure if they accept it from a federal job, everybody else will follow suit. But thank you, sir.
Oh, this is my brother Dennis. He comes with me to help the homeless, and he giving out some of that good Niagara water. It's the best water that you can have. Oh, okay, my friend. And so what would you say about how to house the homeless people? Because it is getting ready to be cold, and you seem to have a lot of good ideas. And I want everybody to know that the homeless people are going to be out here in a lot of frigid temperature. So what would you say to that? And how do you survive out here in this weather, my friend?
Well, man, on how to house the homeless? I mean, to be honest with you, a government with a little bit of snap, I'm saying, would make it to where more employment is able to be accessible so that an individual can house himself. Maybe apply for government housing, whatever, as a result of income, if he's making low income. But I mean, I'm not real big on socialist views, like where I want welfare and I want the government to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I want job opportunity. You know what I'm saying, to be able to work and be able to attain a living for myself. So that's pretty much my views on the best ways to house the homeless. The government shouldn't be wasting time and effort and energy on how to house the homeless. They should be making opportunity onto where the homeless should be able to attain employment and earn income to be able to house themselves, especially from an adult, able-bodied adult. You know what I'm saying, a man. I'm saying, who is supposed to be head of household. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's where I'm at as far as that goes.
So, we understand that, and it makes a lot of sense, my friend. And one of the things that the people like to find out and would like to know, these day-to-day things that a homeless person have to go through, like finding something to eat. From when you wake up in the morning, how do you figure out what you're going to do during the day to survive?
Really, the purpose of the day is aimless. You might try to set some goals or whatever to get some things accomplished. Really, just to build on a bigger goal. But as far as food goes, sometimes a donation might be there, sometimes it might not. Sometimes you're hungry and you feel as though, damn, I'm hungry right now. I can't just sit around and hope for a non-profit organization to just pull up on me and toss me a sandwich or something. So I mean, he'll commit a Class C misdemeanor, theft under 100 or whatever, just to grab something to eat because you're in that situation. And I don't feel bad about that situation because my hand's forced in that situation. But I mean, what trips me out about those type of situations is the cashiers or whatever. I'm not saying be pro that action because it's against the law. But at the same time, your job description. If I was the owner of this company, I wouldn't want you to risk your safety trying to be Superman or security over some food that's gonna get covered by insurance and that you didn't spend money on in the first place. Why would I have my employee risk their well-being? You don't know what that fucking homeless dude got on his mind, what he got going on. You run out there trying to be all super duper Superman, whatever, trying to get the food that's less than 100 from. What if he pulls a gun out and shoots you? You never know. What if he hits you in the head, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was the owner of a company, you know what I'm saying, my employees, their safety would be way more important than a loss that I might take. That's going to be covered by insurance anyway. So yeah, I don't understand the personal emotional investment in items or whatever. I mean, from a cashier sees something, hey, stop, don't do that. Okay, he did it, fuck it. Right down at this time, hey, that was the dude took this and that, put that in the drawer. That way insurance covers it, it's on the video, whatever. That's going above and beyond what I'm saying, that situation right there. I mean, think about it. From a cashier standpoint, did you learn how to be a proper security guard in your orientation training to be the cashier? No. Customer service, ring everything up right, count your drawer. That's your job description. I'm saying you're going out of your job description for no reason. I'm saying, why put your freedom or because you catch an assault in that situation, you could end up getting yourself hurt, well-being. Why bring? It's always a possibility, a chance that type of individual shouldn't take. And if I was a company of a retailer like that, that would be a rule that was emphasized and imposed for my cashiers or whatever. I don't want them to focus more on customer service. We have a smile on their face when people come in. I want them to feel pleasant. I'm saying to be doing business here. That's where you should be at. But I apologize, man. I'm ranting. I'm going on and on or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No. No, you're not. And I want everybody to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. No, this is your reality, and this is what people want to see, because a lot of people don't understand homeless life. And the only way they understand it is coming directly from a person that's homeless and telling the story like it is. Uh, USA Homeless Crisis is a reality channel, and we don't pull no punches. We talk directly to the homeless people, and we want them to tell us everything that's going on, and do not sugarcoat it. We need to know, because we want to find a solution, and we know we're going to need help at the national level, and that's why I ask that you be forthcoming and be truthful about what's going on, because that's the only way for people to see the reality of this, you know, how it truly is. And I don't know if I've asked you, my friend, do you have family?
No, sir.
You don't have any family?
No, sir, not at all. I got one remaining relative who's a chief warrant officer in the United States Army, but he's out there in Colorado. He got like damn near 20 years or whatever. And I mean, I ain't spoke to him in years, but other than that, I mean, nah, it's just me.
Hey, have you been homeless in any other places other than Fort Worth?
Austin, throughout the 4 years or whatever, for a little bit.
Yes.
I went over there because there was supposedly some job openings over there, but I mean that went south, and that was sour, so I ended up coming back here. But no, that's about it. I mean.
So is there anything else you would like to say to anybody out there? So you don't have any family. Do you have any homeless friends that you be around that helped you while you were out here?
I mean, I've had homeless people help me, like in passing. But as far as friends go, I don't know anybody personally. I just know people in passing or whatever. I might be familiar with their face or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'll say what's up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's lack of civility, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to establish anything like a friendship or like a relationship with a girl, or like I mean, you don't have the stability of having a home or a home base, or whatever. So I mean, employment that's difficult. So I mean, it's nah, I don't have any friends out here that are homeless or that are experiencing the same kind of struggle I am. Just people that I know in passing, whatever, that I don't have any problems with, whatever. We exchange pleasantries in passing. Say, what's up?
What is your plans on surviving during this frigid cold weather? Where are you going to be staying at, and how are you going to make it? Because I'm going to be worried about you, and I know my homeless people and my people that support the channel are going to be worried. Be truthful. How are you going to survive in this cold weather coming up? Where are you going to be at?
I mean, I just got to take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? See where I'm at that day. I mean, there might be a day when I'm freezing my ass off. There might be a day where, hey, when I came up on a blanket, I'm able to get a little bit of warmth. I just got to take it hour by hour, day by day, week by week. I really don't got access to the web or whatever because of my lack of a setup, a handset. So I don't keep up with the weather or anything like that. I'm saying I just confront the days, how they get to me, you know.
I want everybody to subscribe to this channel. What area is you going to be in where the people that see you could possibly lend you some assistance? And I ask all my homeless people that because the people that watch this channel, they have big hearts. You know, one of the ladies named Francine, she is such a good-hearted person. She gave me so many utensils that I'm going to give some to you to help people, homeless people. And thank you so much. A super thanks to you, Francine. Thank you so much. And to my good friend Nino, who made some good brownies for the homeless people. Thank you so much. And I asked my friend that because I want you to tell my listeners what area you may be in case they see you, because they would lend you some support, whether it's offer you a job, give you some money, blankets. They always leave home with things that homeless people need. So if you know where you're going to be at, if you could give us a location, tell us, my friend, where could you be located at?
I'll just be honest with you. I'm usually anywhere between Seminary and Hemphill, down to Hemphill to Roseville, and sometimes over in the Lancaster area. Just that L right there. That's more or less my stomping grounds, whatever.
Okay. Well, I got to tell you, my friend, I really appreciate talking to you, and I'm gonna give you some money and see what else that I could do for you. And I always ask my homeless people that I talk to, do you need to make a phone call to anybody? Because I'm always ready, available with my phone, that you can call someone to let them know where you are, or to how you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing better.
You doing better?
I was.
Well,
I was, but it's a trap house where I live in, so I left.
oh really?
Yeah,
Well,
I've been clean for a little bit.
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I got a place to live. My best friends let me stay at his house.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is one of the homeless people that.
Remember me, Stacy? I told you my mom's from Louisiana.
Yes, ma'am, Stacy. Do you want to come over and talk right now?
Yeah.
Yes, come on over here.
I don't have but a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm with USA Homeless Crisis, and I help homeless people. This is a channel to raise awareness for homeless people. Yeah, come on over, Stacy.
I have 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe 3 minutes.
Okay, what's going on, Stacy?
I am homeless because of me. I had to go to this church by Whataburger to get blankets and stuff for my dog. Because where I'm living at, it's a dangerous place. They pull guns and knives on each other. It's a trap house, and I'm trying to get clean. And my OCD is ice. And you know, I know I'm better than this, and I know God's got me. Because I stayed clean one time for 8 years. I'm the same one that you.
Yeah, I know who you are, Stacy.
How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm going to give you some help here. That's why I called you over here. You know,
Thank you.
whenever I see my homeless family and I have something, I have some Niagara water, and I'm going to give you some money to, you know, for your journey.
Thank you.
You know, I always do. And let me get my brother. Dennis, get Stacy some water.
Thank you. Is that your son?
No, that's my brother.
Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
let me get you some water right quick,
Okay, yes,
and I'll
sir.
be right back, my friend.
I like your two different shoes.
Oh yeah, you know I always keep that Niagara water for my homeless family to make sure. And I want everybody to continue to fight to end homelessness and to subscribe to this channel.
Hey, I'm back over here at the Dash Mart.
Here you go, Stacy. You know I always have this Niagara water.
you.
That's the best water that
Yeah,
you can
thank
drink. Yes. And so Stacy, you say you don't have much time. You're on your way somewhere.
Well,
Where
I
you?
have to go get my dog.
Oh yeah, you had that beautiful dog.
Yeah, that's the pet bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was pregnant, but she's not. It was a false alarm. She just said heat, but they say, you know, like women have their regular. Monthly. She hasn't had her monthly yet.
Oh,
So,
she haven't.
No. So she's not pregnant. It was a false alarm. Thank God. I can barely feed us. What am I gonna do with all them puppies?
So what else been going on besides that? You said you've been you've been clean for a while, and
I've been clean almost a month. I got 6 more days and it'll be a month.
okay,
So,
that's
it's one day at a time.
oh okay.
So I'm surprised because before, when you met me, the time when I went off on you,
Yeah.
I had a pipe in my mouth, a bowl in my mouth with methamphetamine every few seconds. And what it was is I was coming down and I needed some sleep. When I'm up for 3 or 4 days, I really try to change my ways because I did this to me. God didn't put me through it. Life is what you make it. So I'm fixing to go to a New Visions at 4900 East Berry. And a black dude is the owner. He has and his wife is Stacy. His name's Ray. This will be my 3rd time going there. But the last time I went, I stayed clean for 2 years. The other time I stayed clean for 90 days. And this last time, not 90 days, I stayed clean I went for a week and I left. Because it's voluntarily, I'm not on no parole. I'm not on no parole or no probation. Hi, Carol. I'm not on no parole or no probation. Most people there, they get a disability or they get SSI. It's mostly old school. There are a few young people there, but when I look at young people out here that are addicted to it, I try to tell them, hey, take it from somebody who's been through, 10 years ago I was a prostitute. I don't do that no more because you know what women go through out here. They get forced to do things they're not willing to do, and I'm so lucky and grateful that God gave me another date. And my mother's from Alexandria, Louisiana, and all I want to do is make my mom proud of me because she's still living, but I have no idea where she's at. I'm trying to find her. She's in a nursing home, and one of my daughters is fighting with my other daughter because she supposedly slept with her husband, but it goes way back. It's like Jerry Springer. It's like she put a block on the phone, and me and my oldest daughter and my two sons are trying to find her. She's in a nursing home, and she's put a block on the phone just to be ugly to her. She's always been really jealous of my daughter, but when she was 4 years old, she's 24 now. Her name's Melissa. My oldest daughter Samantha, she beat her when she was 4. So she's had an in for my oldest daughter ever since then. She's always.
Oh, really?
So I've been praying for my daughter. I love her, but until my daughter says she looks like she has like HIV because she's so skinny, she's dirty. She does have a house and a job, but I think she got on drugs. And I blame myself because I wasn't setting a good example. Because I've been 8 times to prison. 10 years ago I was a prostitute, but I've been through so many rapes in my life. I've been through like 22 rapes on the street.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
That right there is on the Holy Bible, on Jesus Christ.
Oh, my.
That right there is something I wouldn't lie about. I mean, why would I lie about that? I mean, women out here, they're not protective. I done had like 12 homegirls out here get murdered because there's a killer out here. And I have a friend named Jenny, and she didn't even know how to fight, man. And I miss her so bad. I cried for 3 months, and I'll never forget this female told me. I get upset every time I tell this story, but I gotta say this. Jenny, we love you. You're in a better place, and they found her right here where that Monterey store is, hanging up in a tree with a coat hanger. And they cut her all up down here. They cut her neck, and they strung her up with a rope and a wire coat hanger. Her name was Jenny, and she had little kids. She had Tyler, David, and Madison. Madison was but 7 or 8 years old, and that's messed up because that her sister told us that I just looked at her sister and hugged her, and the last thing that female told me, and not even 2 months later, maybe a month and a half, the last thing Jenny told me right here at this CarMax, we were sitting down drinking beer and smoking cigarettes and smoking methamphetamine, and she said, Stacy, can you help me get off drugs and alcohol? And I just started laughing, and I said, girl, I can't even get off of them my damn self. And a month and a half later, she was dead.
Oh, my.
And where I'm going, his car is kind of like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And by the grace of God, I used to remember where I lived at that billboard.
Uh-huh.
He got ran over by a train, and I witnessed it. And he's living. He's on a cane right now, but he's living.
He got ran over by a train.
By a train. He couldn't hear the train. He had been drinking, and I don't know what else he was doing. That's not my business or my place to say. But I do know that he doesn't drink a lot. I do know he's still on parole, and I do know that there is a God because he was in the front seat, and his tire got stuck underneath the track thing, and a couple helped him, and my dog's running over there, barking, not knowing what's going. And I saw the train hit it, but I didn't see the car nowhere. And then I turned around and looked all the way down the block. It knocked it off, and he's alive. And I went that night and spent the night with him. And I remember the officer was Officer Sanchez. And I went in his house. The next morning, he didn't go to work. He took off for 2 weeks for sick leave because of that happening. And now he's fixing to get a settlement and stuff. He said, I don't even care about the money. I just thank God I'm alive. He was the one who used to come help me with money because we've been best friends for 7 years. And man, I'm so happy he's alive because if it wasn't for him, there's a lot of times I wouldn't eat out here in that church. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
But I really got to get going.
Okay, and let me ask
His
you
name
this.
is James.
Uh,
He's black.
there's a man missing out here, and his name is Johnny Rollins. And I want to ask all my
Johnny
homeless.
Rollins?
Johnny Rollins. Do you know Johnny?
That's my last name. Stacy Jolette Rollins is my name.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know him though.
I've
never heard of him.
he have a half his nose has been taken off, and he's missing. And
Is he white, black?
no, he's a white man. He's a white
Okay.
gentleman. Yes, and
Does he answer to that name?
yes, he's answering, and
Do
you'll
you
know
know
him by the side of his nose
Do
is
you know
taken
about
off.
how old?
He's an old man, 75 years old.
Okay.
He's an older gentleman, and
Okay.
yes,
And he's white.
he's white. His name is Johnny Rollins, and he's missing. He's a member of the church over there.
Okay. Here.
Yes, over here on him.
I think I do know who you're talking
Yes.
about. Is he on any kind of walker?
Yeah, he's kind of disabled. Like he
Is he on a walker, wheelchair?
well, the last time I seen him, he wasn't, but he was in bad
Does he
shape.
have facial hair like a beard?
Yeah,
I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know him by name, but I know him by face.
so if you were to happen to see him, let him know people are looking for him.
Okay, do you have a number and I can call you from my homeboy's phone? I mean,
Yes,
that's the
yes,
only way,
and
that
you
I
know
can
I'm
find
gonna
him. Would you be
I'm
able
gonna
to
give
come
you
get
my
him to help him?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna
Okay,
give you my
okay,
number.
okay, give me your
And
number.
Stacy, come here. Let me give you some money
Okay.
so you can go on your
Yeah,
journey.
write your number down.
Oh,
Thank
I
you,
am.
Sir.
You're so
Yeah.
welcome, Journey.
Yeah. What is your name again?
My name is David.
David,
I'm with
and your
USA
brother?
Homes, and that's Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know I appreciate you talking to me, Stacy, and you know you keep up the fight.
Okay, well, write your number down because I really got to go.
You
get
know
my
you go
dog.
ahead. I'll get it to you. I know where you're
Okay,
gonna be at.
okay.
So
I bet 2508 South Jennings right here. If you go down that street right there where you put gas in at least
Uh-huh.
take a right, it's the third house. There's one house on the corner, a yellow house. Knock on door 100.
all right.
James will tell you where I'm at if I'm not there.
All right. Thank you.
Just leave the number with him.
I will. All right.
Hey,
And
he's an old school and he always wears a do-rag with glasses.
all right.
Yeah, he goes by James.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Stacy. No,
God
thank you
bless
so
you.
and God bless
Hey,
you
it's
too.
good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. It's good to see you too. And my friend, have you ever heard of Johnny Rollins? I wanted to tell him that if you happen to see him, he's an unforgettable guy. He's. I will. I'm gonna bring you the number, Stace. Thank you. And my friend.
I can't say I'm familiar with the Mr. Johnny Rollins that you're talking about.
Okay. And I'd like to say to you also, my friend, thank you for talking to me. And we. Yes, ma'am, Stacy. We're gonna pray for you.